Hey everybody, it's George Trombley with Japanese from Zero, and on this edition of Japanese in 5, where we take 5 minutes out of your important day and learn some Japanese, we're going to be talking about should. If you look the word should up in the dictionary, you might come up with 3 different things in Japanese. It's important to know how each of these versions of should work because they are not the same as English. Here we go. First one is hazu. Hazu is an assumption. You're assuming that something should have been done. You assume it has been done. It should have been done. Then we've got beki, which is similar to saying, you should do this. This is something you should do. It's a must. I should go. Okay? Then we've got ta hou ga ii desu, which is more like advice. It's a friendly advice, like, oh, you should do this. Now let's go ahead and look at the examples to see how they are used. Let's start with hazu. Now, what we're going to be doing is having as similar as sentences as possible and showing you how the meaning changes based on which one we're using. All right, so let's look at this one. Ashita, John mo kuru hazu desu. Tomorrow, John also should be coming. We're assuming he's going to come. He should be coming. Yeah, John should come based on all of my information. In this version of kare, we're just going to call it he. We're not going to assume that it's John, by the way. These aren't connected sentences. Kare wa mou neteiru hazu desu. Kare wa mou neteiru hazu desu. He should already be sleeping. Where is Jeff? Jeff, he should already be sleeping. I'm assuming, if everything goes as always, he's sleeping. It's an assumption. Aya-san wa, by the way, this is another kare. This kare is her boyfriend. We know that kare can mean he or boyfriend depending on the context, okay? Aya-san wa kare to wakareta hazu desu. Okay? Well, I do believe she has broken up with her boyfriend or him. It could go either way, right? Aya-san should have broken up with her boyfriend. Now, this doesn't mean that we think she should have broke up. It means we assume that she broke up. That is a key difference. We assume that she broke up. So, hey, is Aya meeting up with Jeff this evening? No, actually, let's just change the kare to Jeff. Aya-san wa Jeff to wakareta hazu desu. Yeah, I think she should have broke up with him. I believe she already did, is what we mean. We're assuming. All right? Now, this last one's important because up until now, what have we done? We used kuru, which is a future tense verb, because we know it's future tense because of tomorrow is there. And then we used neteiru, which is ongoing present tense form. It's a present tense. And we also used wakareta with hazu to show past tense. Okay. Now we're using an ii adjective. Suiyoubi no tenki wa ii hazu desu. Maybe we're talking about when we're going to play a soccer game and we're trying to plan it in the week. And someone says, well, the weather Wednesday should be good. Suiyoubi no tenki wa ii hazu desu. Should be good. Okay? It's just an assumption. Every single one of these sentences is an assumption. Now let's move on to beki. Okay? Beki. Now all we've changed is hazu to beki. Ashita, John mo kuru beki desu. John should also come tomorrow. Now I'm not assuming something. I'm saying he needs to come tomorrow. This is a thing that John needs to do, okay? Ashita John mo kuru beki desu. I strongly, firmly believe John should come tomorrow, okay? John also should come tomorrow. Now look at this one. Kare wa mou, we had neteiru hazu, but now I've crossed out tei because key thing with beki is that the action cannot have happened because it's like a command. You must do it. It's not an assumption that something did happen or is happening or might happen. It is us saying you should do this thing. So you can't say that if the action has already happened. Now, I will show you how to use past tense in a second, but that would be should have done it, not did do it, okay? So in this one, it's kare wa mou neru beki desu. He should sleep now. He should sleep already. Mo means already. He should sleep already, right? It's a suggestion, right? you should sleep already. But it's a very strong, firm suggestion. Like a command, very close to a command. All right. Now we have Aya-san again with her boyfriend. Now, before we had wakareta hazu, she should have broken up already by now, right? Now we have Aya-san wa kare to wakareru beki desu. Aya should break up with her boyfriend. Notice that we do not have past tense. We cannot have past tense. It can only be a future action, an uncompleted action. Wakareru, to break up. Now look at this one. Now we can put Becky into past tense. But notice that the verb wakareru is still in its future tense form. Aya-san wa kare to wakareru beki datta means Aya should have broken up with her boyfriend. This is not an assumption. We're saying, hey man, look, she should have done it. That's something she should have done. Okay? Very kind of a stern thing. It doesn't mean it's always stern, but if you remember it as stern, you'll know that it's not an assumption and it's not friendly advice. All right, let's continue to ta hou ga ii desu, which is pretty friendly advice, I would say, for the most part. All right. Ashita, jon mo kita hou ga ii desu. Now, with ta hou ga ii desu, we always are in past tense. Cannot be a future. There is a thing as kuru hou ga ii, but the meaning's not the same. This in English means you should do this thing. Oh yeah, you should do this thing. Okay? Not a command. It's an idea that I'm giving to you. Okay? So, ashita, jon mo kita hou ga ii desu. You know, John should also come tomorrow. John should also come tomorrow. Kare wa mou neta hou ga ii desu. He should already sleep now. He should already sleep. He should go to sleep already. Kare wa mou neta hou ga ii desu. Just my opinion. I think maybe it would be good, it would be good. If you think about the ga-i is would be good if. If you think about it that way, you'll get the nuance that it is not a command and it's not a very strong thing. It would be good if he slept already. You could even translate it for that. It doesn't always have to translate into should. The key about translating Japanese to English is getting the English to be as natural as possible. And a lot of times, something in Japanese can have multiple ways in English, just like right now, one word should can be said 3 different ways in Japanese, although you could say, well, should could be oughta. And, it can have another version. There's other versions of should in English too. Okay, I'll give you that. All right. Aya-san wa kare to wakareta hou ga ii desu. Just because wakareta is in past tense doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. It's just the way that the grammar is asked. It's just the way that the grammar is made. Okay? Aya-san wa kare to wakareta hou ga ii desu. Aya should break up with him. I really think Aya should break up with him. Not Aya should break up with him like we did with Becky. And not she should have broken up with him by now with Hazu. Okay? Now we're going to go past tense on the hou ga ii. Now this is a little bit tricky. That's why I have this little star here. Aya-san wa kare to wakareta hou ga yokatta desu. Now, if you want to just take the should and make it past tense, now we're saying Aya should have broken up with him. And if we say it that way in English, we know that it means she didn't break up with him and it would have been better if she did. Wakareta hou ga yokatta desu. But based on the context, this is why this gets a little bit tricky. This could mean it was good. It was good that she broke up with her boyfriend, which means she did break up. If you're confused, watch what I just said again. One of them is she didn't break up. She should have, though. And the other one is she did break up, and it was good that she did. Okay? This one is tricky. Only context can save you. All right, let's wrap it up. We're probably close to being 5 minutes long here. I'm pretty sure I'm nailing the time. We're going to do these all together with one sentence. Okay? Yui-chan wa gakkou ni iru hazu desu. Yui-chan should be in school. She should be in school right now. Like, I think she's probably in school. It's an assumption. Why? Because she goes every single day, right? We don't really know. We're assuming that she's in school. Yui-chan wa gakkou ni iru beki desu. Look, man, Yui-chan needs to be in school, all right? She needs to be in school. She should be in school. She's not in school. Not in school right now. We know because this should, Becky, means the action hasn't occurred. She's at home. She's playing at an arcade. She's sitting on the corner playing with her honky and learning some language. Right? I don't know what she's doing, but she's not in school, and she should be. ゆいちゃんは学校に行った方がいいです。ゆいちゃん should go to school. Or should stay, not go, I'm sorry, go would be 行った. This is 行った to be in school. She should be in school. Or in this case, if you say, ゆいちゃんは学校に行った方がいいです. Maybe we're having a discussion about, hey, mom is sick. We took her to the hospital, but you know what? You should stay in school. Being in school is better for you. You should stay, meaning don't leave. いる to exist, right? But in English, we say be. And sometimes we can say stay, right? ゆいちゃんは学校に行った方がいいです。You should, it's just a suggestion. You should be in school, even though we're all going to the hospital to see your mother. All right? Final one. ゆいちゃんは学校に行った方が良かったです。Same thing. This one, we don't know the state of the action. It's contextual. Okay? Maybe, let's say that on the way to go see the mother, the car had an accident and everybody died. But Yui-chan was in school. So, Yui-chan は学校に行った方が良かった. It's so good she was in school. It's a good thing that she was in school. But what if Yui actually said, no, I'm going to go with you in the car, and she dies? It would have been better if she had been in school. Then it's the same exact sentence. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't other ways to say completely concisely she should have been in school, or it was good that she was in school. We're not going to address them now because, wow, we're coming up on the end of that 5 minutes. If you have learned something today and you like that way of teaching, you should check out Japanese from Zero Book 4, which is our higher level book. It does assume that you've done 1 through 3, but you can get it on Amazon, or if required, if you don't have a country that does Amazon, you can definitely check it out on Book Depository. And remember, Japanese in 5, the first 5 minutes are free. The rest are just bonus. I look forward to your comments, and I read them all. Thank you so much. And if you have any follow-up questions, remember your question can inspire me for tomorrow's video. Bye. See you in the next one. Oh, hey. Got time? Check out that second video. The one right here. The second one. You know what? The first, there's like 3 up there. Check out one of them. I think you should check out one of them.